Hello, everybody. Time for an update. And I guess in short, everything is going great. Everything's completely packed up. And as of Friday, the export process has started. Now, that doesn't mean that um, it has been exported. Last year, this whole process actually took about 3 weeks. Usually, and I think I mentioned this in the previous update, but exporting yarn is actually very quick and very easy. If it was just yarn that we were sending out and other products like our socks, which are also finished, we would have the shipment out this week. But with the fiber bags, it actually adds a lot of different steps to the export process. There's different testing that needs done and different certifications and stamps that need to be in place before the export can get cleared through customs. Last year, this process took about 3 weeks or a month. So right now, I'm assuming that it's going to be in that same time frame until everything actually leaves Mongolia. Hopefully, by the end of this month, things will be out, but I'm not sure. Exporting things out of Mongolia, it always seems that you need some other items. And all the years that I've done this, you would think that we would get it really narrowed down and working a lot more smoothly. But so far, everything is going well, and so we're just kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern, a waiting game, as expected, until things can actually get shipped out. And then after that point, I did get quotes. The original plan for this year was to put things on a boat instead of using air cargo like we usually do. I did get quotes for both, and shipping out of Mongolia is always very expensive, but there wasn't really that big of a difference. Well, it was about a third less, almost exactly, to put it on a boat compared to air shipment. But I thought that it was going to be actually a lot less than that. So depending on how long this process actually takes to get things exported, I still haven't decided exactly if I'm going to put things on a boat or if I'm going to ship things directly with air. On a boat, it's going to be about 6 weeks to get stuff to Pittsburgh to where I could actually start to do the final delivery. Air freight is about 2 weeks. And another thing that I'm waiting to hear about this is we have the tariffs in America right now, and I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that those get overruled. We're waiting for an opinion right now in the courts. And that was a big reason that I decided to ship things on a boat this year to kind of make up for that added price increase. Because I didn't increase prices at all this year on any of the yarn or any of the items. So even though that's a 10% difference, I swallowed that, but I'm trying to find different ways to offset it. So we'll see what happens with that. If those get canceled or not, or what's happening there, we should know. We were supposed to find out on Friday, or that's when people were thinking, but it might be until the middle of next week. And then, so by the end of the month, we'll figure it out. But end of February, sometime in March, we had the project planned for March, but so I'm still hoping that we'll be able to do some distribution by then, kind of on the time schedule. But other than that, I'll keep you guys updated, of course, with the export process whenever things finally do get ready to go. But other than that, I have had some time to play with all of our yarn, and I'm very happy with everything. First time actually making a sweater in the yak wool. I did the final washing on it just today, so it's actually a little bit damp, and I'm hoping that I could finish the video before I start sweating, because I am wearing a lot of wool. But yeah, this was in the milk chocolate, and I think I am going to dye this as well, but very nice, beautiful. And then also played a bit with the cashmere, especially the baby cashmere and the baby cashmere blends. Have a couple of swatches. One of these is the baby cashmere. One of them is the baby cashmere blend. And see if I can do it on camera. Wait, I can usually tell them apart, but now under pressure. Maybe this one is the baby cashmere? No, this was the blend. Usually, I can, within about like 20 seconds of having the two swatches in my hand, I can tell the 100% baby cashmere versus the baby cashmere blend, which is 70% baby cashmere and 30% cashmere from female goats, which is kind of the standard cashmere that we usually use. Both are super soft. They are kind of the two different cashmere kind of feels. And the white cashmere, the cream cashmere, tends to have like more structure and more of a silky type soft feel to it. The warm gray cashmere we've had, do currently have as well, is more of like a super fluffy kind of down, softer type of a feel to it. And this definitely is more in the down type feel to it. I have some warm gray swatches that I've tested this against too, just the field test. And this is softer. This is definitely the softest cashmere that I've felt. I did a neck warmer here, and it was a little bit difficult. I did a couple of these in just regular sheep wool, and then going to the cashmere, it's very different as far as working with it. The feel, the stretch, how delicate it is. It's very different, but incredibly soft. So if you're looking for the softest cashmere you've ever felt, I think that this is going to fit that bill. So just incredibly soft, incredibly beautiful. Yeah, looking forward to doing some more practice and work with this. Had actually, here's a couple of that I dyed because I made a couple of hats. This was in the baby cashmere too. Don't mind the blue is not intentional, but this was a pink that we made with it. And also kind of a yellow too. So you could see kind of how they die out too. Some different swatches. Don't mind the black. Well, it's actually blue, but it's from the black dye, which is another part to update. I almost forgot about that. The all of the black yarn is dyed. We did about 40 kilograms of black yarn dyed by hand in my apartment. And for a while, there was black dye everywhere. It's definitely not something that I plan to undertake again. But everything turned out great. The only thing I will say is the washing was quite difficult. All of the rinsing and everything. I would plan on washing these skeins separately, at least for the first couple of times. I would treat them like kind of a new pair of jeans. I did do a good thorough washing. They're not going to have any spinning oils in them left or anything, but there probably still will be a little bit of bleeding. And I'm pretty happy in general with the results there. So there was a lot. I'll add some pictures and videos of that to the update, but it was quite the project, quite the undertaking, and I'm happy it's finished. I think it might have been a little bit different if I had more time, but the issue is that the yarn gets out, and then we're waiting to get everything packed up so we can do the paperwork to start the export. So then I'm also kind of rushed doing all of it. So it wasn't the most pleasant experiment and experience for me, but yeah, we got it done. We'll see in the future if there's other things that we can do with hand dyeing or different options. But yeah, it was quite a bit to do just in my apartment here. It ended up being about 400 skeins, and then keeping all the different yarn types separated, the DKs, the fingerings, and then all the different fibers, keeping everything separated so that everything gets properly labeled and stuff too. It was a bit of a project, but we did get through it. So I hope you guys enjoy the black, those of you that did order it. Other than that, we got socks as well. So beautiful. These are the same color as the stone fleece. It is the stone fleece, but just made into our beautiful socks. And for those that know, they're kind of like cult classic things. Maybe not the most durable socks ever. They're not going to last you a lifetime, but they actually could be the softest, well, not softest, but the warmest socks and the most comfortable socks that you ever wear. Probably cashmere in these would be the softest, but people that love them, people that wear them and like them, they love them. And so it's It's always an interesting thing. I like the idea of having some finished products to offer. And so, yeah, happy once again we got a bunch more socks. Keep everybody warm. I think next week it's going to be in the negative 30s here, negative mid 30s here in UB. So I'll probably get plenty of wear out of these socks as well. So yeah, I think that's about it. Usually once I turn off the camera, I always think of something else to say. It's kind of like when I call home and talk to my mom. We always hang up the phone and say, oh, I was going to say this. But I think that that's it. I got some more pictures in the update of some of the cones, but I think I've already showed all of the fibers, all of the different colors. Everything turned out great, ready to go. Just waiting for that final export. So as always, let me know. Have any questions, comments, concerns? Leave a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.